Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are checking out one of Italy's Fecciabianca trains, traveling in the comfort of first class down to the French-Italian border town of Ventimiglia, where we will make a swift connection onto a French regional train to Monaco, Nice and Cannes. Our journey today starts in Milan at the impressive terminus station at Centrale. The massive station complex was opened back in 1931 and is actually the largest train station in Europe by volume. Certainly not hard to believe. In addition to the 24 regular passenger train tracks at the station, it's also served by the Milan trams, metro lines 2 and 3, as well as 2 bus terminals. Just look at how grand the station is, and we haven't even seen half of it yet. There's plenty of shops and facilities at the station, which you're probably gonna need. More on that later. As much as I could keep admiring the architecture, we got a train to catch. There's plenty of ticket machines around the station, but if you need to use the ticket office, it's down this way. I have pre-booked my ticket online, as prices on Trenitalia's Frecciabianca trains vary like airfares, and the earlier you book, the cheaper the ticket you can get. Straight ahead is the ticket office for Trenitalia, which operate most of the trains. To the left you will find the one for Italo, which is a private high-speed rail operator here in Italy. Anyway, time to head up to platform level and find out which track our train will be leaving from. The train is due to leave at 7:10. However, here 7 minutes before departure, no platform has been assigned. And at 7:09, we are still left in the dark. And finally at 7:30, we got a platform. So now it's time to navigate the maze of people. Looks like we won't be the only ones on board this train today. Today's train is formed of an E.402 locomotive at the back, 2 first class carriages, 1 half buffet, half standard class carriage, 5 standard class carriages and another 402 at the front. Time to board the train. Today I'm traveling in first class, which was located in coach 1 and 2, right at the back of the train. Due to the train delay and the platform being announced late, everybody was trying to board at the same time, which made boarding a bit chaotic. It would also seem that the train is currently unpowered or the lights are broken. Well, let's try and find seat 15 Alpha in the dark. Which turns out to be right here. Now the lights are back, let's take a look at the seat. Above the seat you will find a rack that can take backpacks and suitcases. The seat features a nice big tray table, which can definitely fit a laptop and is pretty sturdy. Down in this bin complex you will find a power outlet, as well as the bin. There's also a big headrest. And above you will find the reading light. The seats are padded, but maybe a bit too firm. But overall, pretty good. Just 33 minutes after scheduled departure time, we are finally rolling out of Milano Centrale. The connection time in Ventimiglia for the train towards France is 27 minutes, so there's still hope we can make up some time and make the original planned train. We are departing next to one of the private high-speed rail operator Italo's trains. I hope to travel on one of these the next time I'm back in Italy. Let me know down below if you'd like to see a video on one of those. We also spot one of Trenitalia's intercity night trains that operate from here in Milan as far south as Sicily, using Europe's last train ferry. This is one of Europe's great rail journeys, highly recommended. And now as we crush through the spaghetti of railway switches and train lines here north of the station, let's take a look at our train route down to Ventimiglia today. Here we are in the north of Italy. We depart from Milano Centrale heading north and then shortly afterwards make a 180-degree turn to head towards Genova. Our first stop out of Milan is Paiva, followed by Voghera, and then we arrive at Genova Piazza Principe, where the train will reverse direction. After the brief stop here, we continue along the Italian Riviera, stopping at Savona, Finale Ligure Marina, Albenga, Alassio, Diano, Imperia, Sanremo, before terminating at Ventimiglia. The journey down to Ventimiglia is 279 kilometers long and is scheduled to be completed in 3 hours and 46 minutes. This gives the train an average speed of just 74 kilometers per hour. From Ventimiglia, it's just a short journey on a French regional train to reach destinations such as Monaco, Nice and Cannes. We will check out the rest of the train later, but for now I'll kick back, relax and show you some of the scenery.
Guardo la linea della stazione di Milano Centrale.
While we wait for the train driver to switch ends here at Genova, let's take a moment to talk tickets. I booked my ticket 19 days in advance on the Trenitalia website. The fare paid was €32.90 for a first class ticket. However, fares vary depending on how early you book, so I would recommend booking as soon as possible, where it's possible to get second class tickets for €20 and first class tickets for €27. I switched to a seat on the other side of the train to have the views of the sea as we now roll out of Genova towards Ventimiglia along the Italian Riviera. First we nestle through the back streets of Genova, which is a port city located between the hills and the sea.
Train will arrive in Ventimiglia. Trenitalia staff are available to assist passengers for any needed reporting.
But not long after, we emerge from the streets and now run alongside the waterfront.
Gentili passeggeri, ricordiamo che è consentito viaggiare a bordo di questo treno solo con Green Pass base o documentazione equivalente, ad esclusione dei minori di 12 anni. È obbligatorio inoltre indossare la mascherina di tipo FFP2. Grazie per la collaborazione e buon viaggio.
Dear passengers, we remind you that on board this train you must own a valid green pass or equivalent documentation except for children under the age of 12. You have to wear FFP2 face masks covering nose and mouth. Any violation of aforementioned obligations will be submitted to competent authorities and it may lead to disruption of service to the first available station. You should sanitize your hands frequently. You may also use the dispensers available on board. We thank you for your cooperation and wish you a pleasant journey.
You might just have heard in the previous clip that you needed to have a valid green pass to travel on Italian trains. However, this is no longer the case as this requirement has been removed in the time between traveling and publishing this video. All you need now is just an FFP2 mask. I think it's about time we take a look at the rest of the train, so let's start with a toilet tour. You need to press a pump on the floor to get the water out, but that seems not to be working on this one. But while we don't have any water, we do have soap. At least the flush works, I guess. With no water to wash your hands, this gets a thumbs down. Let's hope the rest of the train is a bit more functional. Now we are walking through carriage number 1, which is a first class carriage laid out in a 2-1 layout. The train was relatively busy for most of its journey. However, the further we got away from Genova, the more empty it got. And now we're entering one of the standard class carriages. These seats are completely fine, they're a bit narrower than first class but otherwise pretty comfortable. And now we're entering the carriage for wheelchair access and bicycles. A line of seats has been removed in this carriage to make it more wide and accessible. There's also a small bar area here selling coffee, pastries and other small snacks. The rest of the train from here on is just standard class. And it wasn't long after that we were rolling into Ventimiglia, where this train terminates. We ended up being about 42 minutes late. While this is annoying, I've come to expect this from the Italian trains on the non-high speed lines, so if you plan to use this train, maybe allow some slack in your plans. But the seats are perfectly comfortable and you have a power outlet, so no complaints from here, and for just 33 euros for first class tickets, the trains are absolutely fine. We are arriving next to the French regional train bound for Monaco, Nizza and Cannes, which I'll connect onto now. You need to buy a separate ticket for this train, which can be done at the ticket office here at the station, or you can just do it online in the SNCF app. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed watching this video or found it helpful. If you have, please consider subscribing or giving the video a like. And to reach France, we'll just make a quick change onto this train. They were only boarding from the front door for the police to make COVID document and ID checks. So maybe don't leave it to the last minute to board this one. Once you depart, it's just a few minutes and then you cross into France. And that's how you travel from Milan to France using the Trenitalia Frecciabianca train and connecting onto a French regional. If you want to follow my travels in real time, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter. If you want to see more of these French regional trains, I made a full video on them. Just press the card in the top right hand corner. That's all from me. Thanks for watching.